All right. Hello. Flow through a live yoga class. We'll start with a warm up. After the warm up, we'll proceed into practice. And then I'm going to, okay, let me just make sure that everybody has audio because I actually have Zoom folks. I have folks on the Zoom as well. No? Okay. So, all right, so let me get let me get that audio together and then I'll finish explaining the format of the class. Alrighty, let me just touch this here. All right, so yes, okay, super, yay, okay. Technology. Alrighty, got that going. So yes, I was explaining the format of the class. We start with a warm up to prepare the body for the various postures that we're going to flow through. After the warm up, we proceed into the full yoga practice. Midway into practice, we will have a water break so we can hydrate the body. And also, if you have any questions, if you have any yoga postures you'd like to flow through today, if you type that in the chat, I'll make sure that we cover those postures in the second half of the class. All right? All right, good stuff. So I'm just going to make sure everything is adjusted so everybody can see because the class is offered live on YouTube and also Zoom. And after Zoom, we have a full discussion after Zoom. So that's another format. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. I will meet you on your mat. All right, so we'll be standing on our mats, and we do have the mat in the horizontal position for today. Once we're standing nice and tall, we're going to place our hands on our waist, and we're going to step the legs outward, starting with the left leg. Take a breath, step the left leg out, step the right leg out, bend the knees, point the toes away from the body. Inhale, rise up. Next breath, we're going to step it in. All right? So let's do that again. Step out, bend knees, rise up. Then we step it in. Let's do it again. Step out, bend knees, rise up. All right, so now let's bend the knees again. Release the hands, palms touch. We're going to clasp our hands. As we have the hands clasping, we're just going to go lower, lower, lower because we want to really warm up the hips, warm up the thigh muscles, and with the elbows lifted, we're even getting engagement in the shoulders. From here, allow the body to be still. We're going to straighten the fingers, press your palms together. Press, release, breathe, press, release. Guide the arms to extend forward. On the inhale, allow the arms to flow to a diagonal. Release the arms to shoulders will face up. Let's inhale and straighten our knees. With the knees straight, transfer all your weight to your heels. Keep your fingers straight and circle the upward. Make a nice big circle. Yeah, see how big you can make your. Lift your heart on the inhale. Keep circling. I keep adding more people into class. Very good. I think that's the last bunch. So we're circling the arms forward. And now we're going to circle the arms back. Lift your heart on the inhale. Good. A wonderful way to engage those ligaments, warm up the arms. Next breath, allow the arms to be still. We're going to look down towards the mat, bringing the chin towards the collarbone, and just guide the head to the right, center. Next breath to the left, center. Go slow, breathe, right. Exhale, center. Keep your eyes open, breathe opposite direction, and then back center. We have the crown of the head pointing to the front of the room. Guide the arms out, palms face down. Take a breath, lift your heart up. On the exhale, guide your heart forward. Release forward in a forward fold. Keep the spine nice, long, and straight. We're going to be in a flat back forward fold. The nose pointing towards the mat, palms facing down, elbows straight. Now let's lift up those glute muscles. Lift your glute muscles. Very good. Really get a nice stretch in the back of the thighs. From here, we'll take another cleansing breath. Release the arms down. Fingertips connect with the mat or they'll be hovering. Now, bring your chin to your collarbone. Extend the arms slightly so your arms are not touching your ears. And then just turn your head to the left. Center, breathe, right, center. Good. Now let's do a circle with the hips. Circle the hips to the left. You're also engaging the spine. So we're circling. Very good. And then we're going to circle opposite direction. Yes. More breath. Awesome movement. Allow the body to be still. Let's begin to heel toe our feet inward. Legs come closer and closer together until ultimately the thighs will touch. With the thighs touching, let's lift the toes up. Take a breath, lift your toes off of the mat, and then on the exhale, bring your toes back onto your mat. Inhale, lift your toes off of your mat. Your chin is flowing towards collarbone. And on the exhale, release the toes down. Be sure to keep your eyes open. On the next exhale, begin to bend the knees. Knees are bending, the belly is hollow. Very slowly, we're going to flow upward, one vertebrae at a time. Palms face forward, more breath. Extend the arms out. Keep lifting your heart up. Nice and fluid flow. Guides the fingertips to flow towards the sky. We'll rotate the arms in, guide them closer. Fingertips touch. Release the elbows to bend. Breathe deep. Elbows are flowing to bending. The thumbs will rest on the center bone of the chest. Relax the shoulders. Let's gaze downward. As we're gazing downward, we're noticing all the weight of the body transferred into the heels. We're squeezing those kneecaps actively so we can engage the muscles in the legs. Be sure to hollow your belly as you exhale, guiding the navel inward. So as we're taking cleansing breaths, this will be a time, if we choose, that we can set an intention or dedication for our practice, or we can connect with our own heart rhythm. Continue to breathe deep. On your next breath, we're going to blink the eyes open a little wider. And now we're prepared to start our yoga practice for today. Our first posture will be a warrior one. Let's take a breath. We're going to step the feet outward. Step the left foot out. Step the right foot out. All right? Your heels make an imaginary line. Next breath, left toes flow to the left. Bring your right toes in slightly at a diagonal. Gaze down at your feet. Notice how the heels make an imaginary line. If they don't, adjust accordingly. Now we're going to bend our left knee, rotating the body towards the left knee. So rotate your upper body towards the left knee. The back leg is straight, so we're actively squeezing that back kneecap. Now begin to press the palms together as you're breathing and allow your hands to rise up. The heart is rising. Fingertips flow towards the sky. Elbows begin to straighten. Release your palms. Arms flow to a parallel. And we relax the shoulders away from the ears. This is a warrior one posture. In this posture, we're receiving benefits from head to toe. As the front knee is bending, we're engaging the hip flexors, strengthening the quadriceps. As the arms are flowing overhead, we're engaging the ligaments in the shoulders. Very good for the body. From here, allow the arms to flow closer together so the fingertips will touch. Once your fingertips touch, clasp your fingers by bending the fingers, but keep the pointer finger straight. So all fingers bending, but pointer finger straight. The next breath allows us to look upward. As you look upward, press your hands away from your body. So guide your fingertips to flow towards the sky. Your shoulders will rise up towards your ears. And as you exhale, guide the arms to flow behind you very slowly. You want to be gentle with the body. As the arms flow back, lift your heart. So inhale, lift the heart, guide the arms to flow back. And remember, go nice and slow. Listen to your body and breathe deep. What a wonderful way to invite flexibility into the spine, hips, and shoulders all at the same time. Awesome flow. From here, we'll take a cleansing breath. And as we exhale, let's begin to guide the arms forward towards the bending knee. The head begins to lower so the neck can be neutral. When your neck is neutral, let's go ahead and take another deep breath. On the exhale, we're going to release the arms forward towards the bending knee. Very good control. Lowering the arms to shoulder level. Next breath, let's straighten the fingers. Guide the right arm to flow outward towards the front of the room. Palms will face down, turning the head towards the left. So we want to have the shoulders relaxed. And as you're practicing your yoga, remember, it's okay to look at your body, check alignment, and make adjustments as necessary. So once you make any necessary adjustments, you want your heels making that imaginary line. You want the front knee positioned over the ankle. And you want the shoulders relaxed away from the ears. Once you check your alignment, turn your head to the left. Keep your low jaw relaxed, softened, and you're going to gaze actively over that left middle, taking in as much air as possible on the inhale. With the lifted heart on the exhale, keeping the heart lifted and guiding the navel inward. Awesome flow. From here, we'll guide the right arm to flow towards the left hand. So right hand flows towards left hand and both palms face each other. From here, we'll take another breath. As we exhale, guide the heart forward towards the bending knee in a diving motion, guiding the navel inward. The arms release downward. Be sure to spread your fingers widely and frame that front foot with your hands, fingers spread wide. So what I like to do is I like to create a tripod effect. So I keep the palm off of the mat. So we kind of create a tripod, the palm off the mat, all fingers on the mat. Now we're going to begin to transfer the weight forward. So as your weight transfers forward, begin to just lift up that right heel. Lift your right heel and then come back. Lift. So this is how we prepare to transfer weight, by shifting. Now ultimately, when you're ready, take a breath, transfer your weight towards the bending knee, and you're going to straighten the bending leg. So you breathe, shift, straighten the leg. The back foot will rise, actively squeeze that right glute muscle. So we do have our fingertips on the mat. So sometimes people refer to that as the cupcake fingers. It's as if you're picking up a cupcake. So we have the fingertips towards the mat, and we have the chin flowing towards the collarbone. We keep our eyes open. Every time we are inverted, we keep our eyes open for focus and concentration. From here, we'll take a breath. Let's bend. If you did opt to lift up your right leg, go ahead and bend the knee. If you couldn't lift your right leg and you have your toe on the mat, that's fine too. You could still bend your knee. So whatever level you're at, go ahead, bend that right knee and breathe deep. Guide the navel inward. Encourage the knee to flow up towards the sky. The heart is flowing towards the left thigh. Eyes are open for focus and concentration. Awesome flow. From here, we'll take another breath. And as we exhale, let's straighten the bending leg. Awesome flow. With the leg straight, let's take another breath. On the exhale, let's guide the foot in the air to lower, and the left knee flows to bending. So the knee begins to bend, the foot lowers towards the mat. Line your right heel up, right underneath the left heel. Next breath, we're going to flow upward, returning back to the starting posture of Warrior One. Lifting up one vertebrae at a time, palms facing each other, inviting length into the spine through the breath. Fingertips flow towards the sky, our shoulders are relaxed. What an awesome way to care for our bodies in this warrior one posture. The next breath guides the left knee to flow to straighten. All 10 toes flow forward, facing the front of the room. Next breath allows the lungs to fill completely. And as we exhale, begin to release the arms. It's important that you go at your own pace, right? So I'm guiding everyone with cues, and just take your time, listen to your breath. From here, we'll take a breath, right toes point towards the right. Left toes come in at a diagonal, so bring the left toes in slightly. Next breath, we're going to bend the right knee, guide the arms overhead, fingertips flow towards the sky, rotate the body towards the bending knee. All right, so here we are back at warrior one. The breath is full and deep, and on the exhale, we're mindful to relax our shoulders away from the ears. We have our palms facing each other. What a wonderful way to take best care of the body in this warrior one posture. Next breath guides the arms to flow closer together, fingertips touch. Let's clasp the hands. However, we'll keep the pointer finger straight. All fingers bending, pointer finger straight. Next breath, reach up towards the sky. Gaze up towards your wrist. Let your shoulders rise up towards your ears. On the exhale breath, guide the arms to flow back. Keep lifting that heart up. Trust your body and move slowly. All right? So we're flowing to invite flexibility into the spine. A wonderful way to improve our posture. So good for the body. From here, we're noticing the heart rhythm. We're going to take another breath, and as we breathe, guide the arms to flow upward, lower the chin back to the neutral level for the neck. So the neck is now in a neutral position, and we are going to straighten the fingers and release the arms forward to shoulder level. Once you connect with shoulder level, notice your elbows. The elbows are a hinge joint. So when we squeeze the elbows, we get engagement in our bicep, triceps. Very good for toning up muscles. Let's take another deep breath. And as we exhale, we're going to guide the heart to flow towards the bending knee. So guide the heart forward. Allow the arms to release downward. Spread your fingers nice and wide. And you're going to frame the front foot with both hands. Again, keep your palms off of the mat. Just let your fingertips flow towards the mat. Keep your fingers straight. Now we're going to take a breath, and we're going to begin to shift the weight of the body forward towards the bending knee. The back heel rises. Very good. Notice the shift and breathe deep. From here, next breath allows us to transfer all weight towards that front leg. The front leg will straighten. So when you're ready, breathe, shift. Lift your back foot. All right, so if you can't lift the back foot, it's okay. Just keep your big toe on the mat. Otherwise, if you can lift, keep squeezing the left glute. If you can't lift, also squeeze the left glute. All right, so we're squeezing the kneecap, engaging the left glute. The chin flows towards the collarbone. We keep the eyes open for focus and concentration. This is an inverted yoga posture. So we're receiving benefits to our nervous and circulatory system. If you have, what we're going to do now is we're going to focus on the leg that's in the air. We're going to bend that left knee. And again, if your leg is not in the air, you can still bend your left knee, all right, to get engagement in those quadricep hamstring muscles. Now, allow your left heel, if the foot is in the air, to just guide towards your glute muscle. Allow the knee to rise up, guide the navel inward, encourage the chest to flow towards the thigh. Everybody's eyes are open. We're all taking long cleansing breaths. Full inhalation. What a wonderful flow. From here, let's take another deep breath. And as we exhale, If your left knee is bending, return it back to straighten. With the leg straight, let's take another full breath. If your foot is in the air on the exhale, guide that left foot to lower, the right knee begins to bend. Guide your left heel directly beneath the right heel. The right knee is bending. Now we're going to take another breath, and slowly we're going to lift up one vertebrae at a time. Palms face each other. Keep the right knee bending. See how much air you can guide into your lungs. The fingertips flow overhead. Be sure to relax your shoulders away from your ears. Be sure to encourage your belly to be hollow to strengthen your diaphragm. Returning back to the Warrior One posture. Next breath allows us to rotate the body forward. All 10 toes face the front of the room. Right leg straightens. Release the arms down on an exhale breath. Control and focus. Keep your heart lifted and guide your navel inward. When your fingertips point towards the mat, take a breath and begin to heel toe your feet inward. Awesome flow. Ultimately, the thighs touch, elbows bend. Allow the palms to meet and relax your thumbs on your sternum. Gaze downward. Notice your heart rhythm. Breathe deeply. Connect with the rise and fall of the chest. Breathe slow. And breathe so deeply that you can feel it behind your heart. Take full cleansing breaths. Let's all take another breath. And this time as we exhale, allow your hands to flow forward. Elbows will begin to straighten. Next breath, palms face up. Take another breath. Release the arms out as you lift your heart. Lift the heart. Keep your weight guided in your heels. Have an open heart. And allow the arms to release and lower all the way down. Awesome flow. So we are approximately 30 minutes into our yoga practice. A great time for a water break. If you have any questions or comments, you can put them in the chat, and I Alrighty. Welcome back, welcome back. All right, let's see if we have any comments in the chat. Okay. Very good, very good. Hydrating with water, that is. Okay, yes, that's right. Cheers to you. I see you. Yes. Mhm. Okay. Alrighty, I'm going to make one adjustment over here. All right. We are going to resume sitting on our mat. Don't rush, take your time, hydrating. And we will resume in cobbler pose, soles of the feet touching. I like to use my hands to lift my glutes up, rock the knees from side to side to invite a little more openness into the hips, and then guide my sit bones. All right, so guide the sit bones onto the mat. The flesh flows towards the back wall, the flesh of the glutes. We'll relax our arms on our legs, and we're going to have the heart lifted. Let's gaze downward with a lifted heart and a hollow belly. And just allow your breath to cleanse your body. Breathe slowly, deeply, full breath. By breathing, we increase our oxygen level in the bloodstream. Very good for the body. The breath also expands the lungs, strengthening the pulmonary system. Full breaths, full exhales. On the exhale, we guide the navel inward, activating the abdominal wall. This is also good for the diaphragm. Exhale, guiding navel inward with a lifted heart. On the next breath, let's begin to rise the arms so they flow upward. Also, the heart lifts and our fingertips flow towards the sky. From here, allow the right arm to release down as slowly as you can, keeping the right elbow squeezing, keeping the heart lifted, and keeping the navel inward. Yes, as the arm lowers, guide that right elbow to bend and guide your fingertips to flow towards your tailbone, and then see if you're able to guide your fingertips to flow up towards the sky without straining. Most importantly, you want a long, straight spine. Okay. Next breath, left arm rotates in. We'll guide that elbow to bend. So for level 1, you just place that arm over your head. For level 2, the arm flows behind the head. So you're either clasping your hands or you can also be holding your shirt. So you've got options. And this is just a wonderful way to invite length into the spine as we engage the shoulders. Very good for the shoulder rotator cuff, very good for the deltoid muscles that cover the shoulders. And gravity's opening the hips for us. From here, we'll take another full breath. As we exhale, release your fingers. So release the fingers and guide the arms to extend outward so the elbows flow to straighten. Right arm flows overhead, and we'll have both palms facing each other with a lifted heart and a hollow belly. From here, we'll take another deep breath, lift the heart up. On the exhale, left arm begins to lower with control and focus. What a wonderful way to care for our bodies. Awesome flow. Guide that left elbow to bend. Guide your fingertips towards your tailbone and just encourage the fingertips to flow upward as much as comfortable for your body. Now we're going to reach up with the right hand, lift the heart. On the exhale breath, guide that right elbow to bend. Level 1, you can just place that arm right over your head. Or if you want to go deeper, guide the arm behind the head. Most importantly, keep your heart lifted. You want your spine long and straight. So notice your alignment, notice your posture, and breathe deep. Active breaths allows the lungs to fully expand. So good for the body. Let's all take another cleansing breath through the nose. And this time when we exhale, we're going to release the fingers. As the fingers release, guide the elbows to flow back to straighten, and the left arm will rise all the way overhead. Next breath, guide both knees to lift up so the soles of the feet connect with the mat. Release the arms with a lifted heart. Awesome flow. From here, let's turn our body towards the left. We're going to prepare for some rock backs. So I know my Zoom folks have done that before, but for the folks on YouTube, let me just go ahead and demonstrate that. And ladies on the Zoom, if you want to go ahead and flow with me, feel free. I just want to demonstrate what a rock back is. We start at the top of our yoga mat with the knees bending. Allow the arms to flow to shoulder level, and then we lift the feet up off of the mat, cross the ankles. Next breath, lift the heart a little more. And on the exhale, very slowly, you're going to release the low vertebrae of the spine towards the mat. You're rocking back. You're bringing your knees to your chest and then extending your feet over your head. Next breath, bend your knees towards your chest. With the knees bending, lift your heart up, press your feet away from the body so you can flow back up to the starting position of the easy pose. So that's how you do a rock back. So let's do some together. The benefit of the rock back is that we're engaging the nervous and circulatory system, we're strengthening the spine, engaging the core, and toning legs. Those are just a few of the benefits of doing a rock back. So when you're ready, position yourself at the top of your mat. Give yourself space to flow back. The breath guides the knees to flow towards the chest, feet rise off of the mat, the arms are at a diagonal. This is good for pelvic floor, knees to the chest. When you're ready, on your exhale breath, slowly flow back one vertebrae at a time. Knees flow towards the chest, feet flow overhead. Go at your own pace, knees to chest, and you always go at your own pace. Yes, we will meet up back in easy pose. Awesome flow. And when you rock back, you also get a nice massage on the low back, good for the body. Inhale. So let's just do a few of these at your own pace. You can go as slowly or as quickly as you want. Remember to breathe. And they're just so much fun doing a rock back. The breath is important. Breathe. Notice your heart. Go at your own pace. Excellent. Let's do 2 more, and then we will resume in the seated position. 2 more. Excellent flow. Yes, we're taking great care of our bodies. All right, so now here we are. We're back in easy pose. Remember, let's lift the heart up. Notice the spine. Notice the posture. Notice the way your heart is beating. From here, let's do another rock back, and this time, once we rock back, we're going to stay in the rock back position, bending elbows, supporting the back with our hands. All right, so the legs will be uncrossed. So let's go ahead and flow through that together. And if you don't know how to do it, just watch the screen and I'll demonstrate. So we take a breath, we lift the knees, the feet are off of the mat. We're doing the same rock back that we've done. Extend the feet overhead. This time, uncross the ankles. I'm gonna get back in the camera alignment. So we have the ankles uncrossed and bend the elbows. Let your hands touch your low back. You're gazing up towards your thighs. Your chin is flowing towards the collarbone. So this is called a shoulder stand, all right? So this is very good for the nervous and circulatory system. It's good for strengthening the legs and activating the core muscle group. Awesome flow. From here, we'll take a breath. We'll bend the knees. Lift your feet up if you can. See how that feels. If it feels okay, let's straighten the right leg. So the right toes will flow towards the sky. Straighten that leg. Awesome flow. Next breath, we'll straighten the opposite leg. Go at your own pace. All 10 toes flowing towards the sky. This is another variation of a shoulder stand. All right? So good for the body. This strengthens the shoulders, strengthens upper muscles in the back, and it also engages the core. From here, we'll take a breath and guide both knees to bend so the heels flow towards the glutes. Next breath, let's slide the hands towards our side and slowly release the upper vertebrae of the spine towards the mat. So we're flowing back to the mat. Guide your navel inward. So the vertebrae connect with the mat. Ultimately, the tailbone connects with the mat. And lower your feet onto your mat. Awesome flow. From here, we'll take a breath. And we're going to guide the left knee to rise up. Lift the left knee towards the chest. Next breath, straighten the left leg. Flex the left foot so the heel of the foot is flowing towards the sky. Next breath, right knee flows towards the chest. The foot lifts off of the mat, and the breath guides that foot to flow all the way towards the sky. Have your arms close to your body. Have your palms facing down. Let your legs be straight. Feet are flexing, so you're pressing the ball of the foot towards the sky, guiding the tips of the toe downward towards the body. And now we're just in another variation of a staff pose, right? This posture can also be done against a wall, and if it's done against the wall with your glutes close to the wall, that is called legs up the wall. That is a great way to have the nervous and circulatory system engaged, and also if you have varicose veins, spider veins, this posture is a very good way to promote healthy circulation. All right, so breathe deep and exhale completely. The next breath guides both knees to bend towards the chest. The feet release downward. From here, we'll take a breath, and as we exhale, allow the soles of the feet to return all the way back onto the mat. Excellent flow. From here, we'll take a breath, guide your knees to flow towards your chest. Your feet will rise up. Bend your elbows. Left palm captures left knee cap. Right palm captures right knee cap. Your next breath allows you to make a circle with your knees. So guide your knees in a circular motion. You can make a big circle, you can make a small circle. Just breathe as you flow into a circular motion. Full breath. All right, getting a nice massage on the lumbar region of the back. So good for the body. Next breath, we're going to circle the knees in the opposite direction. What an awesome flow. We're taking fantastic care of the body right now. Yes. From here, allow the body to be still. The breath allows us to release our knees, and we're going to guide the soles of the feet onto the mat. When the soles of the feet touch, knees fall towards the front of the room. Turn your body to a fetal position. Extend the arms overhead. Let's roll onto our bellies. Bend the elbows. Place your hands on either side of your chest. Elbows flow in the same direction as your feet. Next breath, we're going to do a push-up motion. Pressing the palms together. Let's breathe. Press the palms towards the mat, I should say. Press your palms into your mat. Lift your chest up. Begin to bend your knees. Awesome flow. Let's flow to an all-fours tabletop position. So we're in an all-fours tabletop position. Now we can cross our ankles. With the ankles crossed, bring your right knee to the right edge of the mat. Keep your knee on the mat for protection. Left knee flows out, so we still have the ankles crossed. Next breath, guide your glutes towards your heels. Walk your hands outward. And you can use your hands as props to regulate the weight, because what we're going to do is we're going to bring ourselves back to easy pose. Awesome flow. So now here we are in easy pose. The breath guides the knees to rise up. Soles of the feet on the mat. We are preparing to lie down. Let's guide ourselves to the top of the mat so we have space to lie down. So position yourself on your mat so you have space to lie down. Very good. And from here, left arm extends out, and we're just going to lie down on our left side. Left elbow bends to support the head. Hips are stacked. Legs are straight. Next breath, top knee bends. Let's touch that kneecap. The foot closest to the mat is in the flex position. All right. Next breath, we guide the bending knee to flow behind the shoulder. So right knee flows behind right shoulder or in that direction. It might not get all the way there, that's fine. Notice how the belly is flowing inward. Take a breath, and then on the exhale, the bending leg flows to straighten and guiding the sole of the foot up towards the sky. The right arm rises, capture what you can, either maybe touching your shin, foot, or maybe you can capture the big toe with pointer, middle finger, and thumb, capturing big toe. That is called your yogi toe lock. Breathe into the flow. Allow your breath to be fluid. And be mindful of your heart rhythm. Let's take another deep breath. As we exhale, we're going to release if we're holding the big toe, release if you're touching your leg. Keep your both feet flexing, and the breath guides the leg to lower. Keeping the leg straight, keep guiding the navel inward. What a wonderful flow. From here, let's do that again. Top knee bends. We'll touch the bending knee. Foot closest to the mat is flexing. The breath guides the bending knee to flow behind the shoulder, and we extend the leg overhead. Both feet are flexing. Guide that right arm to rise up. Capture what you can. Don't strain. Breathe and rise up. We're going to do the same flow, opposite side. Line, opposite side. Hips stacked, legs straight, using hand to cradle head. The breath guides the top knee to bend. Knee is pointing towards the sky. Let's touch the knee. The foot closest to the mat is flexing. Breathe as the knee flows behind the shoulder and guide the foot to extend overhead towards the sky. Arm flows upward. Choose your level of where your hand will flow. And as you're breathing, notice your heart rhythm. Awesome flow. From here, take another full breath. On the exhale breath, we're going to release where we're holding the foot or touching the leg. And we keep the foot in the flex position as the leg lowers. We keep the navel flowing inward as the leg lowers, all the way down. Once the legs touch, top knee bends. Touch the knee, foot that's on the mat is flexing. Next breath, bending knee flows towards the back of the arm. Allow the foot to rise up. Capture what you can. Breathe. So we have both of our legs straight, both of the feet flexing, and we're mindful to take long cleansing breaths. We want to be gentle with our bodies. We want to be kind to the body. Let's take another full breath. And as we exhale, release where you're holding your toe or leg. Keep your foot flexing and see how slowly you're able to lower the foot all the way down. Guiding the navel inward, the arm also lowers. Ultimately, the thighs touch, the arm releases towards the body. We guide both knees to bend. Place your hands near the chest, press up, rise up to a seated position. Back at the top of the mat, preparing to lie down. Breathe with a lifted heart. Use your arms to embrace your thighs. And we're going to guide the feet to rise up. Next breath. And if this is too difficult or you can't connect with this posture, just place your hands behind you. Yes, you can do that too. From here, we'll take another full breath. And if you're holding your thighs, release them. Guide the arms at a diagonal and slowly lower one vertebrae at a time onto the mat. Shoulder blades touch the mat and The base of the skull touches the mat. We begin to lower the feet, lower the arms towards the mat. And then we're going to straighten our legs. Legs straight. Make sure your spine is straight. Do any adjustments for your head so that your neck is in a comfortable position, and have your arms relaxing at your side. From here, this is when we will close our eyes. Let's close our eyes and allow our low jaw to be relaxed, relax the facial muscles. And this is our final yoga posture. This posture is called our Shavasana. We have eyes closed. And this is the time that we dedicate to ourselves to take best care of our bodies. Let your inhale be slow and notice your own breath. Notice the nuances of your breath, such as the coolness of the breath. Notice how your breath sounds. Notice the heart. Notice the heart pulsing in the chest. Notice how the chest rises. Just connect with all the sensations of the body that you're experiencing that are guided by your breath and your heart. Right? Allow your body to be soft and relaxed. All thoughts are on the flow of breath and beating of the heart. As we hold on to this feeling of calm and relaxation, let's guide our awareness to the toes. Allow your toes to move back and forth nice and slowly. Allow the toes to bend and straighten. Your breath will guide your feet to slowly move from side to side. Allow the feet to circle so you can engage your ankles. From here, focus on your calf muscles with gentle squeezes and releases. Guide your kneecaps to squeeze and release. Next breath, allow your thighs to squeeze and release your glute muscles. Breathe deep. Allow your fingers to bend and straighten. Guide your hands to circle. Move your hands in a circular motion. Activate your wrist. Take a cleansing breath. Relax your fingers. Relax your hands at your side. On your inhale breath, lift the shoulders up towards the sky. Breathe deep. As the shoulders rise, the arms rise. On the exhale, slowly release the arms down. Shoulder blades connect back with the mat. Now we'll focus on facial muscles. Move the lips from side to side. Wiggle your nose. Begin to blink the eyes open. With the eyes open, take a breath. Guide your knees to flow to bending so the soles of the feet will connect with your mat. Take another deep breath, and as you exhale, let your knees fall towards the front of the room. Turn your body on the left side. Left elbow will bend. Connect with the fetal position on our left side. Next breath allows the hands to flow in front of chest. Fill the lungs. On the exhale, very slowly, we're going to press the body upright. Go slow. Take your time. We're going to flow to any comfortable seated position. So sit in any position that's most comfortable for your body at this moment in time. Relax your arms on your legs or even at your side. Lift your heart up. Gaze downward and just Notice how you're feeling at this present moment in time. Take a breath and extend the arms outward. Guide the arms to flow upward. Lift the heart up. Let's rotate arms in. Guide them closer. Fingertips touch. Breathe. On the exhale, elbows flow to bending. Palms will touch. Thumbs release onto the sternum. And we relax our shoulders. So we can take another full breath. On the exhale, let's fold forward. Let's remember to be kind and gentle to our bodies and take best care of our bodies. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. On our inhale breath, we rise up slowly, lifting the heart up and relaxing the arms at our side. Awesome flow, everyone. Awesome flow. Alrighty, so I'm so glad that everyone could participate. For those that might have joined a little later, my name is Candace, and I invite you to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you enjoyed this practice today. Share it with others. I go live frequently, so stay tuned. There'll be more to come. Have a wonderful day. Bye.